about this church is the diverse congregation, and what I mean by that is the ministries. We have praise dancing, choir, we even have beautification, so people with different talents can come in and use it for the glorifying of God. And also, I love the church's eager spirit because you guys are working so hard on the building fund, and it's an example for me to see you guys work together to reach a goal.
I love it. This is a king house, and he make everybody get saved and get right with God while they can. And I like the usher. I like everybody in Queen Street.
Queen Street Baptist Church is a very special place for all of us here in Hampton Roads, but especially I feel that it has helped my family develop, grow, enjoy the spiritual atmosphere of a loving place to worship. It has provided all of us with the opportunities to stretch, to grow, to be able to feel secure, safe, and founded and grounded. Queen Street Baptist Church has been a blessing to those on Bremerton Avenue. It's been a blessing for us here in our family. We love Queen Street Baptist Church.
I love the special people about this church, and I also love the media ministry, which I'm a part of.
Well, starting about 90 years ago in my infancy, and having my grandmother and my mother as members here, being here all those years do make it a special place in my heart, which I did have other forebears to be members. And as it have been these past 90 years, this has been my only church, and it do have a special place in my heart.
Well, I feel the same way as my father about the church that I grew up in. I was baptized in 1949 by Reverend J. Jasper Freeman, and I have been attending the church since that time throughout my school years. And I can remember when Reverend Freeman had to open the doors of the church when they had sort of stopped the schools from operating within the Norfolk city back in 1958. And we would meet here at Queen Street, and I was a year before graduation, so I had some anxiety about whether I would even graduate or not, but Queen Street was there to help us to stay on course and to bring about it that I did graduate on time. And since that time I've gone on to I remember receiving some scholarship money to go away to college and from the church, and I've since went on to graduate with my bachelor's, master's, and a doctorate in psychology. And I have certainly kept the church in mind and in spirit. And I can just recall that my ancestors were the very first founders of the church, and I still think the love of them and the love of the church is sort of cratered in the in the foundation of this building. And I guess I will love it until the day that I might be lying out in front. That would be where I would want to be.
Well, as my grandfather and great-grandfather has said, this place is special because I always feel welcome when I come here. And I know that it has a legacy between my family members. And I have chosen Queen Street to place my wedding and to hold my wedding because I would love for my great-grandfather to be the one to walk me down the aisle from this church where I feel welcome every time I return. And my son is here also. He's been coming to Queen Street with me to visit as well.
The church definitely lacks in space. I really think we need more because the church is big but it's small at the same time. We definitely need a center for the youth because That's where we can play, have fun, bond with each other, and all the other things. I think that's very important to me.
Joyful giving to me is sharing with my Queen Street family and others what God has given to me. And He has truly blessed me all of my life. I read in the Bible when I was a little girl that God loves a cheerful giver. And so if I can give cheerfully and joyfully, it makes me feel good inside. I think that joyful giving is very important at this time in the life of Queen Street because we are embarking on building a new edifice that will serve not only our Queen Street membership, but our community. I was not here when Queen Street was built, neither do I know any of the builders or the people who contributed to building Queen Street, but I am here today worshiping at Queen Street because somebody gave cheerfully. I know that God is going to bless all of our efforts as we joyfully give to this project.
Joyful giving is when you give from your heart, when you're giving from your heart freely, and when you're giving after you've prayed about what you're giving, why you're giving, knowing that you believe and support the church and its mission and goals for this campaign fund. Queen Street is over 100 years old, and we understand that we're standing on our ancestors who built things for this church, and we want to do the same for generations to come.
Now, I don't believe I can say no better than my wife. I also believe that we give so God can give back to us. It helps us knowing that we give, and we know it's giving back to us even more. When it's bigger than just giving, it's a lot more, because the more we give, the more other people give, we can continue to go together as a family.
Hi, I'm just so excited about the Building Campaign Initiative at Queen Street Baptist Church, and God is leading me in many ways. Number one, He's leading me to be prayerful and joyful about all of the great things He continues to do at Queen Street Baptist Church. I've been a member here for a number of years, and I am a witness. I bear witness that God never fails, and I believe that God will lead me through my giving, the giving of my time, working with my husband, pooling our family resources so that we can be large contributors to the Capitol building campaign.
That your testimony become your testimony, and you should stay on the path that God has laid out for you, and that the Life Center could be used for the youth and the community. The community-wise, the homeless could be fed and sheltered when it's raining or when they need it, and that the praise dancers can use it for when they need to be practicing and they don't have to switch up every time we have to practice. And for youth, on family fun nights, they could use it as for the kids to unwind and have fun on their own and not have to worry about any adult supervision.